Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Jenn Tran evades questions about Ex-Fiance's criminal record. Shocking information has come out about Bachelorette winner Devin Strader. Jenn Tran evaded questions about her ex's criminal record. Keep reading to find out more. Jenn Tran calls DWTS a new journey. Jenn Tran is ready to put her Bachelorette experience behind her. While she was hopeful at the start of the season, the outcome was more than she imagined. She found love with Devin Strader, or so she thought. They did get engaged during filming, but had broken up by the time the season finale aired in September. The two sought each other for the first time since their split on the After the Final Rose special, which aired live following the finale. Jenn Tran confronted her ex over his behavior surrounding their breakup and then uncomfortably watched the bittersweet proposal. Devin Strader tried to clear his name a week later with a video address that included text messages that painted Jenn in a poor light. However, blogger Reality Steed discovered a shocking secret from Devin's past that the show's background checks missed. He had a restraining order filed against him in 2017 and was also arrested that same year for allegedly breaking into her house. Devin Strader now claims the reports of his criminal past were exaggerated. However, Jenn Tran doesn't seem to want to discuss her ex at all anymore. The Hollywood Reporter caught up to her on the red carpet before her Dancing with the Stars debut. Instead, she talked about starting a new journey on the ABC dance competition. "I'm really just healing and focusing on me. It's been truly amazing," she said. Jenn added that The Bachelorette prepared her for DOTS because it taught her the importance of being herself. Joey Grazietti reveals how dance show is like Bachelor. The outlet also spoke to Season 28 Bachelor, who was also a contestant on Season 33 of the dance show. Joey Grazietti said he hopes to be the first Bachelor to win the Mirrorball Trophy. Several women from Bachelor Nation have won or come in the top 4, but none of the male stars of the franchise have ever won. He also noted some similarities between the reality shows. "That feeling you have before a live show on The Bachelor, I had that same feeling for tonight. It's different because I have to perform here. On The Bachelor, I'm just myself and I just talk through how I'm feeling." Jenn Tran, the rising star in the music world, has been on everyone's radar. Her powerful voice and emotionally charged performances have captivated millions. However, lately, it's not just her music making headlines. Her personal life has come under scrutiny, particularly her previous engagement to James Jimmy Carlton, who has recently been implicated in a slew of criminal activities. While Jenn has managed to keep much of her private life under wraps, this latest development has placed her directly in the media spotlight. At a recent charity gala in New York City, Jenn looked stunning in a midnight blue gown, her signature smile dazzling the cameras. Yet, despite the glamour, there was an undeniable tension in the air. The media, fans, and even fellow celebrities were buzzing about the explosive news regarding her ex-fiancé, Jimmy Carlton, whose arrest has shocked both the music and business worlds. Carlton, once a high-flying entrepreneur, is now under investigation for fraud, money laundering, and ties to organized crime. Given his high-profile engagement to Jenn, the media is eager to know her stance on these shocking allegations. Jenn, however, has remained characteristically tight-lipped about the ordeal, evading direct questions whenever the subject comes up. Many have speculated about what she knew and when, but Jenn's silence has only fueled the curiosity. Was she aware of Jimmy's activities, or was she just as blindsided as the rest of the world? #, the engagement that shocked Hollywood. Jenn Tran's engagement to Jimmy Carlton 2 years ago was a fairy tale that dazzled the public. Jimmy, with his charisma, wealth, and successful string of tech startups, seemed like the perfect match for the rising pop star. The couple was frequently seen at glamorous events, from award shows to private yacht parties, and their relationship was a constant feature in celebrity magazines. Jimmy often described their bond as a love story for the ages, while Jenn's Instagram was filled with romantic photos of their adventures together. Yet, beneath the glittering surface, rumors swirled. Some insiders whispered that Carlton's business dealings weren't as clean as they appeared. Although his public image was that of a tech genius, It was an open secret among industry insiders that he had powerful, shadowy connections. The couple abruptly called off their engagement last year, citing irreconcilable differences. But some speculated that Jenn might have discovered something troubling about Jimmy's business dealings. Now, with Carlton's arrest, those whispers have turned into full-blown questions. At the center of it all is Jenn, whose close relationship with him makes her a key figure in the unfolding drama. #the press conference that raised more questions. Just days after Carlton's arrest made headlines, Jenn attended a press conference to promote her upcoming album, *Phoenix Rising*, her first major project since the breakup. While she anticipated questions about her new music, it was clear that the media had other topics on their minds. "Jenn, can you comment on the recent allegations against your ex-fiancé, Jimmy Carlton?" A reporter from *TMZ* asked bluntly as cameras flashed across the room. Jenn's previously relaxed demeanor tensed, but she smiled graciously, pausing for a moment. "I'm here today to talk about my album and the work I've poured my heart into," she responded coolly, steering the conversation back to her music. Yet the media was persistent. "Were you aware of any criminal activity while you were together?" another reporter pressed. Again, Jenn evaded. "I'm just focusing on moving forward with my career and staying positive," she said, offering no further comment. Despite her attempts to keep the spotlight on her music, the questions kept coming, each one more pointed than the last. Finally, Jenn stood her ground, looking directly at the crowd of reporters. "I understand that people are curious, but I've said all I'm going to say on this matter. I'd appreciate it if we could keep the focus on my music and the causes I care about." Her response was met with a murmur of discontent from the press, but she refused to be drawn any further into the topic. Speculation mounts. Jenn's refusal to directly address the situation has only added to the intrigue surrounding her connection to Carlton. Tabloids and gossip sites have been rife with speculation about what she might have known. Some have even suggested that Jenn's silence is an attempt to protect her career, fearing that any association with Carlton's criminal activities could tarnish her image. There's definitely more to this story. One anonymous insider claimed in an interview with *Hollywood Scoop*, "Jenn's been very careful about what she says, and that usually means there's something she doesn't want the public to know." Fans, too, are divided. On social media, some have expressed their support for Jenn, insisting that she's simply trying to move on from a painful chapter in her life. "She's a musician, not a criminal investigator," one Twitter user wrote in defense of the singer. "It's not her responsibility to answer for what her ex did." Others, however, are less sympathetic. "If she knew anything about Jimmy's crimes, she should come clean," another user tweeted. "Staying silent only makes her look guilty by association." Jenn's inner circle speaks out. While Jenn has remained quiet, those close to her have started to speak up. A source close to the singer, who requested anonymity, revealed that Jenn was devastated when she learned of Jimmy's alleged criminal activities. "She had no idea," the source insisted. "Jenn's always been about positivity and good vibes, and when the truth about Jimmy started coming out, she was heartbroken. That's one of the reasons she ended the engagement." Another source, a longtime friend of Jenn's, echoed these sentiments, adding that Jenn had distanced herself from Jimmy long before the public learned about the investigation. Jenn had a gut feeling that something wasn't right, and that's why she walked away. She's not involved in any of this, but it's painful for her to see it all play out in the media. Despite these reassurances, the public remains curious. With Jimmy's trial expected to begin soon, there's little doubt that Jenn's name will continue to be mentioned in connection with the case. Moving forward, for now, Tran is focusing on her career. Her new album, *Phoenix Rising*, is set to drop next month, and she's gearing up for a nationwide tour. In recent interviews, she's spoken about how the album represents her personal and artistic rebirth, a fresh start after a tumultuous year. "I've gone through a lot of changes," Jenn said in a recent interview with Rolling Stone. "But I'm stronger for it. This album is about rising from the ashes, about finding strength and hope even when things fall apart." While Jenn is determined to put her past behind her, it's clear that the shadow of her former relationship with Jimmy Carlton will loom over her for some time. Whether or not she chooses to address it directly, the public's fascination with the scandal isn't likely to fade anytime soon. For now, though, Jenn is staying focused on her music, hoping that it will speak louder than the headlines. But as Jimmy Carlton's trial approaches, one question remains on everyone's mind. How much did Jenn Tran really know?